1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 42-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 16.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
They'll try again with Howard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one complete to Yeldon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's caught. Jones. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bills first down.
Right down these two. Right down these two. Right. Yellow. Screen. That's a screen. Right.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he's going to look into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
180. That QB's trash. Let's go.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Here's a run with Ballage. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And so John Brown, 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make our score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13. Rosen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Quad, quad, quad.
On 3rd down, Rosen. It's caught by Aguilar. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Now Brown. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried. Just couldn't complete.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Monday. Check 26. 80.
Running, it's Drake. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, He was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Kyle Van Noy getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that is going to wind up no good. Wide to the right. A rare miss for the veteran Vinatieri. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Hey, alert, alert. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Monday. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll throw now on the final play. It's complete to Drake. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rosen will throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kicked.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now here's Mahomes. He completes it to Jones.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he finds Yeldon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And again, it's Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out. And it's a Bills touchdown. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Rosen. That's Stills bringing it in. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on 1st down, Rosen. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
It's a gain of 1. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Check.
Never mind that. Whoa.
Now Drake. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. It's caught by Aguilar. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Drake. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's complete. Stills. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, 5. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot...
Caught! It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a Bills touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And now it's Rosen looking, and he hits Drake. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. Rosen, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, it's Yeldon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
This is caught. Watkins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards there and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with...
Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Faking the give to Drake. Now Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie, go.
Here's Rosen to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when